Welcome back, everyone. This is Zade, and I am back on the TooCrafty Vanilla Amplified SMP server. And as you can see, I am up in my storage room. That's right, we are not in the bunker anymore. And if you want to see exactly why we are not in the bunker, I recommend, if you haven't seen it already, that you go check my channel right now, episode 6 of the TooCrafty Prank Wars. It's one of my most recent videos. It came out just a few days ago, and I was trying, if you want to see that video, go watch it right now so I don't spoil anything. Otherwise, what happened was I actually was building that bunker that we've been in for the last 3 episodes, I believe. Yeah, 3. I was building that underneath Scar's base. I was not in my mushroom biome at all. I was in Scar's jungle, right, pretty much right underneath this tower. I'm debating color. Let's do white. And give me that too. And I was trying to be pretty obvious that something was going on without blatantly being like, look, this is totally not really what it seems to be, just kind of hinting at things without being too obvious, if you will. I think probably a few people were catching on. I know Scar kind of caught on that there was something going on, and I definitely, made it obvious enough with the sheep and things like that that I was probably really gonna prank somebody. Oh, let's just take all these and some of these. But I don't think anyone caught on to the fact that I wasn't really where I thought it was. I almost accidentally gave it away a few times, but yeah, good times, good times. If you didn't see the video and you missed what happened, basically, I invited Sam and Jay along. So part of the prank was, of course, that do anything else? Redstone. That the bunker was underneath my base when really it was underneath Scar's base the entire time. We'll snag those. Let's snag some of those. I should probably take some wood over. And it was, so the location was part of the prank, but the big prank was that actually the bunker's purpose was to farm the materials on camera that would be used. Let's actually take a couple stacks of that. That would be used to prank Scar. And I invited Sam and Jay along, and we built a huge alien right outside of Scar's tower. It was awesome. And yeah, you should definitely check that video out. If you haven't seen it, check out the other people's point of views. If you haven't seen those, it was a great time. But now, of course, we are back. We are in our real base, doing real things. And the arena's all cleaned up, but we're not working on that today. I'm going to go ahead and sleep just to get us some better light outside. Today, we are actually going to build a cookie farm. Because who doesn't love cookies, right? Cookies are awesome. So we are going to build what we need for a cookie farm. So let's go ahead and get over there. You can see I hate not having smooth lighting so much. Good news, for me at least, hopefully for all of you as well, my video quality is going to go up, so that's good news for all of you. Just a couple of days ago, I finally ordered my new computer. I'm having it built by CyberPower PC, so I've got to wait for it to be put together and shipped to me. It will hopefully be here in a week or two. You will definitely know when it arrives. I need to get the road built to there, but we'll do that later. So my new PC's on the way. I got a second monitor ordered. I'm going to have a sweet setup. It's going to be off, so I'm going to tell you more about that when it all comes, of course. But here we are. I didn't want to do everything, move these out of the way now, on camera, because in last week's episode, I actually built this wheat farm. And so I didn't, want it to be too repetitive. Let's see. So I think, what were we doing? this is the wall. So now this is the same design that I did last time in the bunker. So I'm not going to do the whole part of this necessarily on camera. This is the same thing. We're going to have water come out of there and split. We're going to have wheat right here. I forgot my hoe. I'll have to go get my hoe too. And then right here, we need a cocoa bean farm because, of course, it takes wheat and cocoa beans to make cookies, which is what we're going for here because cookies are awesome, as previously stated. So basically what I'm doing here is pretty much this, except when the water comes down here, instead of falling and then going along this horizontal area, it's going to go straight down a vertical area. So what we first need to do is fill this part in with jungle wood, because of course jungle wood logs are the only things that cocoa beans can actually grow on. So let's get this up to here, and then I'll show you. Do I have somewhere I can jump up? Nope. Okay, now I do. Fill that in later. We gotta decorate. That's cool. So we're gonna do that. Oops. You don't actually need that part open as well for the water to fall through. There we go. Alright, so I've dug this part out over here. You can see it's kind of the same splitter going on up here that we need to do. And that part is essentially exactly the same as the way this is going to work. Like I said, the water just goes down instead of flat. Of course, right here we'll till all this dirt and we'll put seeds down. But on this, all we do, we have the jungle wood logs, and we're going to go and you do the exact same thing just like they were seeds. I mean, they are seeds, they're just different seeds. And you just fill this in like so. And of course, if you break them when they're like this, they'll drop one bean. They have a second stage that'll pop up here in a second, like that right there. That will also drop one bean. And then if they go to the third stage, they will drop, I think it's like 2 to 4, I want to say, without looking it up. So this will grow just like the wheat does. We'll click a button just like we would on there, and the water will come over the top and actually flow down. And then of course we need this little channel here at the bottom because we want to have the water catch. So let's start filling this in a little bit. I'm just going to use white clay because it sounds like fun. I can't jump through those big ones. Okay, so we've got to decorate that up. But the water will come down and it'll catch in this little hole, and then it'll go down, and we can just, right there, we can grab all the cocoa beans, or we can even put hoppers into the side if we want to. Yeah. So alright, let's see. We're gonna have this be a wall, which I'm just, probably didn't even need to put that row there because I'm just gonna bury it, whatever. I think I'm just gonna go with the white clay for pretty much everything on this. I'll fill the outside in later. Yeah, I think that'll be alright. I think I might even, well, it's kind of a cool view here. I was gonna say I might close that in, but actually that looks pretty neat. So maybe I'll leave that open and just kind of decorate around it. I think we definitely want one more row. Definitely want to fill that in and that in. Yeah. Okay, and so you can see right here now, that's a fully grown cocoa bean thing. Let's put this here so we can see we have 8. If we break that, we can do it with our hand. They drop 3. Oh, you know what? Actually, come to think of it, I think they always drop 3. Whatever. They drop 3-ish. Let's go with that. I think it might always be 3. Okay, so I'm going to go grab my hoe, and I'm going to till all this and get the wheat planted so that we can get it ready to farm. Then I'll probably just slap the walls in and everything and dig out the channels for the redstone, because like I said, we did it last time also. And then I'll be back with you to, I'm going to show you how to wire it up again, and then we will absolutely test it out and things like that. So I will be right back. Alright, got just kind of a basic wall going in here. I got pretty much everything set up. I wanted to change. I decided I was gonna add a little bit more color here just with the floor for now. So I'm replacing just these first couple rows. Yes, there's water in there with jungle wood, like so. The water, of course, under this wall and this wall is to hydrate the seeds. Block that water off. And then we need to put in redstone and then maybe bone meal this so we can test it without waiting forever. Do I have enough? Do I have enough? Nice. Awesome. Okay. Alright. So, let's do this. Do I have exactly 3 of those left? You know what? 1, 2, 3. Okay. I even brought my little mule over so I could carry some things. Whoops. Got to shift click. So I've got some bone meal and stuff if we want to close that up. So let's go ahead and check this. So we need some redstone. Let's just grab a stack or so there. And I think actually I need more torches than that. So let's get a few more of those. Now this is basically the same thing that I did in the previous episode. Like I said, I'm just going to show you it again here. So what we've got going on at the top here, you can see it now. I need that block on. You can see the water is going to come off this splitter and go here. And I didn't really explain this in the other video, but the concept here is water, of course, goes to the closest edge and falls. So if there's water here, it goes 1, 2, 3, fall. If it goes this way, it goes 1, 2, 3, fall, or it can go 1, 2, 3, fall. So this shape, if you start in the middle, will split one water source out to go down here, 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 and it goes down all 7. So that's the purpose of this here. To get it to move, it's very, very simple. You can see there's a hole right behind the block we want the water to come out from, because of course it's going to go 1 forward and then equal distance to all the edges. Easiest way to get this piston to go down, just put a torch right there. It's hooked on. Of course, if that signal turns off, it's going to pull the block back up with it because it's a sticky piston. And then the water would be free to exit. So we're just going to have a torch there that normally holds that on. And then we just need to run a wire straight into that block like that, so that if this is powered, it'll turn the torch off. We can go 15, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That will do fine. Let's see, I want to wire these onto the same switch just for fun. So let's see, if we put, I'm going to have to knock that out, that's fine. I can do that. So right here, I'm going to have to replace that. Oh, that's not doing anything. Okay, we'll just leave that open. So we'll power that one, and just do that. Do that, I can get in there all I want. Great. Put a torch in here so we can see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That over there. 8, 9, 10. Perfect. So let's see. From here, we want this to be. How do we want to do this? I can break that. We want it to be. Right now they are closed, which is how we want the normal state. So if I put a lever, that went 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'd be 1 too far. Alright, that's easy enough. All we have to do is put a block like so. Have that come up. Am I doing that backwards? I'm doing that backwards. So we want the powered source to come here. We would want a torch. Actually, we can just do that. We can put a torch right there. Block, block, block. And then if we put a block right there and have that there and have our torch, let's see, our lever, sorry, not our torch. I'm going to actually, let's leave this open so I can just show you for a second. This torch will end up on the wall, but it'll do the same thing. So right now they're open. We don't want them open, of course. We're going to have it down, and that works out great because the lever is down to say it's off. You can see that's closed. I flip that open. That's open. Same thing should be happening up here. Let's make sure our wires are all connected properly. That's off, so that's okay. That's beautiful. So all we have to do is power. Let's see, you know what? We need to power that, or it's gonna flood when we put the wall on. So let's maybe see if I can get away with some trickery, because I gotta get up there and put the actual water in. So that's gonna go right there. Okay, easy. I'll just bust out through the wall here. So if I have some dirt and bust a little hole in there, perfect. Okay. So I need water right there and right there. Fill our bucket back up. And then let's just go ahead and bone meal it all so that we can just, okay, and bone meal it all so we don't have to wait. I'm not 100% sure if I can bone meal cocoa beans though. Come here. Why are you running away? Give me a little bit more of that. And let's go ahead. Let's see. Can I bone meal a cocoa bean? Yes. Okay, great. Bone meal that one and that one. The rest had already grown. They grow pretty quick, I feel like. I think I also feel like we need some torches here. There we go. I put these one down lower because they light up this area perfectly in this small little spot, so that's why they are a little lower. Let's just bone meal all of this. And yeah, so I mentioned I'm getting a new computer, and that means I am definitely going to be streaming more. I've been streaming just a little bit here and there, just to see if I like it, essentially, and I've been having fun with it. So my new computer comes, and I actually have like enough power to run more than Minecraft and a streaming program at the same time. I will definitely be doing more of it. Alright, just enough. Perfect. And I'll be having I'm going to come up with some kind of hopefully set schedule that I can stream regularly so you guys will know when I'm on. But I'll let you know with that. But I'm also, is that everything? I'm also going to be getting my office finally. We actually rearranged the house. A while ago I talked about having an office in the basement with our new floor. Not going to do that anymore. It's actually going to be upstairs in a different room. But hopefully I'll have that ready before the streaming and the computer and everything start. So keep an eye out for some fun news there. Let's test this out. You know, I could have, if I invert that twice, I could put a button right here. Whatever. So we saw this work on the wheat in the last episode, so we won't watch this side. I'm sure you've all seen water get chopped down by wheat. If not, watch the last episode because it happened. We're going to watch this. If you haven't seen this, it's going to work pretty much the exact same way. We need to get some white clay right there and right there, don't I? I can see stone. Anyway, it's going to go down and it's going to get caught in this little basin. So all we have to do is flick this. If we watch kind of from here, we'll be able to see the wheat just a little bit on the side of the screen there. It's going to do the same basic thing. That way we can see when the water is far enough out. So we just flip that until the water's poured. We can close it. And you can see the water comes pouring down here. And then of course it's going to drain. And you can see some of the cocoa beans landed up here anyway. And once the water is gone here, you can see the rest are just chilling in the bottom. And we can just pick those up, and just like the dirt, you can just go back and forth, plant new cocoa beans like so. That there, beautiful. And those will grow just like the wheat does. And then we can plant the wheat side again. Oops, helps to use the stack that actually has seeds in it. And then of course these will all grow back, and just every now and then I can come over, flip the lever, and we will have, ta-da, our two gardens replanted. Now let's actually put in right here. Looks good. Of course I don't have enough wood for it. Oops. I'm going to put a crafting table right there. And that way when we're done we can harvest, we can come over here. It's been a long time. I want to say, is it something like this? No. What is the cookie pattern? Yeah, like that. Okay, so we can put our wheat, put some of that, some more of that, and everyone goes boom, stacks of cookies. We just got 3 stacks of cookies from one farm. Awesome. And now we can go make sure that everyone on the server has plenty of cookies. Woohoo! Alright, let me break this. Pick it up, shift click, put that away, put that in there, put some cookies in there. Let's ride him back to the base. There's a fence here. Can't chop and walk at the same time. Okay, there we go. Let's see if I can get up this hill somewhere. I'm always worried riding this donkey right through here that I'm gonna like accidentally lag off the cliff. Yeah. Let's go take one quick peek at something I have begun working on the arena. Been doing it, did a little streaming on the server the other day, and that's not where you go. You go in this little pin right here. Alright, see you later, guy. So we'll just run over here through the nether. Let's sleep and make it light so we can actually see what it is over there. Actually, you know what? I haven't seen it in the dark. That'll be a good experiment. Let's run over. So like I said, I was doing some streaming, and the other day I decided to do some streaming on this server instead of the modded server, and I did a little bit of work on the arena. It's kind of still, let's call it in the experiment stage. I'm experimenting with the roof as dark oak. I still gotta play around a little bit with it. I'm not really happy with it, but just kind of messing around with that. But this pillar right here, I'm thinking about these pillars that'll go and they'll hold up the roof. And like I said, the roof itself I don't like. That's definitely getting redone. But what do you think of these pillars? Let me know. I just kind of went with this strange little design here. On the bottom it uses kind of stairs and some full blocks, and then it's just a mirrored version on top. In the middle we just have the glass, and then there's glowstone at the top and bottom just to give it a little bit of a glow. It's a little lighter over here than I thought, so you can't really see how much the pillar glows. That's what I was curious about. That's alright, it doesn't need to glow too much. But yeah, let me know what you think of the pillars. Let me know what you think of the cookie farm. Let me know of what you think of being back in our real base instead of down in the Scar trolling bunker. And yeah, let me know anything else. If it's a good joke, I could go for a good joke right now. Yeah, if you got a joke, comment section, do it. Do it. You know you want to. Alright, that's going to do it for me today. I will see you all next week. Have a great one, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.